Hey, hey, hey! Welcome back to Potions Class Bonus. My name is Lucia, and today we are going to go over this shelf next to me. It's honestly full of a whole bunch of random things. I originally got this shelf to display some aesthetic magical items, but it ended up being actually super useful. I'm only planning to go over most of these items briefly, but for anything that I have a more extensive collection of, I am going to go more in depth with them in the future. So anyway, let's go check it out. Okay, so I'm going to start with this top shelf. Right in front here is a bottle of matches. And I got this from a store in London, Ontario, I think. I can't remember what the store is called anymore, but it had so many magical things in there. I mean, it's not a magical store, but they had a lot of cool things that I haven't seen before. So yeah, they had like, I've seen like really nice looking globes and you know, those really cool, it's not a magnifying glass, is it? Yeah, I guess it's those magnifying glasses that you see sailors use. It's just a bunch of antique-y looking things. But it's not an antique store either. I don't know. It's just, it was a really cool store. But yeah, you just use this back here to strike the match and you can use it. Back there is where I keep all my candles, or at least a good chunk of them. I'll probably talk more about that later. So this is Penelope. I got it at CNE a long time ago in one of the stands. I don't know what made me decide to buy it, but you know, I like this kind of thing, so it suits me perfectly. Here we have another candle. This one is leather bound spellbook scent. Honestly, to me, it kind of smells like almond extract. So it's really strong. But yeah, I don't know if it actually smells like bound leather, but I guess I would prefer this over bound leather, even though that defeats the purpose of it being a bound leather scented candle. But it's still nice. I like the wax seal on it, and it says Grimoire. Behind there is where I keep all of my secrets. Just kidding. It's actually just an empty box that I got from the dollar store. It's amazing what you can find at the dollar store these days, because that's a really nice looking intricate box. I don't know, I'll figure out what to do with it at some point. But I buy so many of these things because I like to do puzzle games for people, or I usually like to set up like an escape room or like a puzzle game during Halloween season, so I collect a lot of stuff like this. I might as well put it to use, you know? And then back there is just a bunch of test tubes that I got from Michaels. Really handy. Down here is where I keep a lot of my magical books. Here you can see all the potion recipe books that I use for potions class. And then most of the other books are either notebooks or they are magical books. In the center here, this is a teacup that my sister got me actually. It looks really nice. Apparently you can tell if it's good quality by seeing if you can shine light through it. So the quality of this is very thin and it's so intricate. And I really like the gold. Me being a stupid kid in the past, I actually had one of these cups that my sister got me as well. And I put it in the microwave and it kind of like sparked a lot and all the gold kind of chipped off. So now I know not to do that anymore. This one here is not a real book. It's one of those hollow fake books for putting things in, which I like because I like everything mysterious and cryptic. It's actually just sewing supplies inside, but I mean, you can also say that it's useful for witchcraft as well, because I don't know, it's good for sewing up pouches or spells or sewing up someone's mouth. But like, you know, in like a symbolic sense, not for real. And then these are just fake glasses. I mean, they were my real glasses at some point, but then I got LASIK. So I popped out the lenses so I can just wear them for fun mostly. But yeah, I miss wearing glasses sometimes, but definitely not enough. So this is a pen that I really like. It was a gift from a friend, and I actually use this pen a lot. It's a fountain pen. I really like writing with it, and it's very pretty. Yeah, thank you, Ada, for getting this for me, because I actually really love this, and I use this really often. If you guys can see, it actually says the light of hope, and I think that is so cool. This next section down, so this is one of those cinema boxes. I was actually surprised to find this at the dollar store, even though it wasn't $1, it was like $4, which doesn't really make sense, but whatever, that's the dollar store now. So yeah, it does turn on and it does light up, but I don't actually like using it that way because it doesn't show up on camera very well, so I just leave it off. And if I put this down, I have candy. Or gummies. I have a bunch of gummies. I'm sure you guys have seen these before. They are the gummies that you see a lot in mukbangs now or in TikTok. I had to get them because they're eyeballs, and I'm a sucker for eyeballs. I don't know why, I just really like them. And yeah, they're actually really tasty. They are so expensive though. I actually ended up getting these from eBay, and I think one of them is around $4 to $5. So yeah, I'm eating them very, very slowly. This is a jar of gummies from the dollar store. They're actually really good. It's from a brand called Sweet Shop, I think. These are little diamonds. They also come in a whole bunch of other shapes and flavors. But yeah, I tried these the first time through a coworker, and since then I've been wanting more, but I couldn't actually find the style of them. Apparently they're not in every dollar store, so she ended up buying a bag for me, and I really appreciate it. They're really good. I've been waiting to film this video so that I can start eating them, so yeah, I'm excited to get going on that. Behind me here is a mortar and pestle, super useful for just crushing up herbs and making spells in general. I've used this to crush up some resin as well as some herbs to make incense before, so super useful. Those are some tea tins that I have. They're all filled with tea. These ones I actually wrapped with paper myself because I just like the way they look. Down here is just a jar of sugar crystals for tea. I'll probably elaborate on tea more later on because I have a lot more to talk about. And these are just more bottles that I got from Michaels a long time ago. Don't know if they still have them, but I like the way they look. It's perfect for making videos, so good purchase for me. This is the measuring spoon that I actually use quite a lot. It was also from the Goddess Provisions subscription box that I bought. The whole theme was moon, so it has a little moon at the top. Yeah, I use this every day because I make tea every day, and this is my 1 teaspoon. So yeah, I really like this one. Alright, and the next section down, this is just a jar of crystals. Some of them I bought from this store called Gifts from the Earth, and it's downtown and it's really close to the Big Carrot. My best friend introduced it to me, and I went back there several times after that. I really like their stuff, which is mostly crystals, necklaces. The other half of these crystals are from the Metaphysical and Spiritual Show that usually happens once a year. I mean, not right now, but generally they have it once a year. And yeah, it's not a very big show or space, They mostly have crystals, and there are people there who do tarot reading, tea leaf reading, Reiki, just a bunch of spiritual stuff. I'm excited to go back again. I've been waiting quite a few years to go back. I just keep forgetting, and then I always miss it, but I'm determined to go once things open up. Behind here are just a bunch of teapots and a teacup. This is for when I want to drink a lot more tea. This is just when I want to drink a little less tea. Yeah, but I got these ones from Kitten and the Bear. If you know Kitten and the Bear, they are a store that makes jams and scones. And they also sell a whole bunch of things for just afternoon teas in general. So they have cookies, baked goods, they even have cheeses, and they have pre-made sets. I really like them. I usually don't like going downtown, but I'm willing to make the trip for Kitten and the Bear. And this little table thing here is actually for Gong Fu Cha. If you guys know what Gong Fu Cha is, basically this is a table where people put all their teacups and such, and then they pour hot water over the cups to warm them, and then they pour it out into one of these tables because the bottom half is actually empty. But yeah, I actually just use this as like a dish rack. When I'm making my potions and I'm done washing everything, this is usually where I dry most of it. So yeah, super useful. Not what it was intended for, but still useful. So what's in this drawer? Okay, so it's a bunch of teas. Again, I'll probably do a separate video on those because I have a lot. And I actually wanted to do tea leaf reading for you guys, so yeah, that's coming up soon. Over here is a bunch of the utensils for crafting the cocktails. And just utensils in general, knives, forks, spoons, whatever I need. This was just a whole set from Amazon, so I didn't have to worry about not having something. On the side here is a mini scale for precision scaling, especially for teas and stuff. I usually end up buying a whole bunch of tea, so I kind of have to make sure I finish them before I start buying new ones. That's not even all of it. And what's in the last cupboard? So yeah, it's just a whole bunch of jars and bottles and cups and glasses. I use a lot of these quite often. So yeah, it's good to have them ready and available. Those are my shakers in the back. Bunch of jars, bottles, glasses, things for tea. This is the keep cup. I didn't realize how much stuff I was collecting until I actually look at it now. But at least I'm making use of them, so I think that's money well spent. So yeah, that's the shelf. Potions class. Like and subscribe. So those are the things that are generally on my shelf. I really like making these videos because it forces me to clean up and it makes my space presentable. So thank you for making me a responsible adult. Again, I do plan on going more in depth with some of the items here, so I'm looking forward to sharing those with you guys in the future. Anyways, I'll see you guys next week. Stay magical.